Alright, what's going on, guys? My name is Travos, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys an easy sub 2-minute time strategy that I've come up with that I think a lot of you will be able to make use of. So I'm going to be showing an exact path of what you need to do with easy shortcuts. Relatively easy, not using any kind of special methods or G-slides or anything else, but just easy, relatively easy things that you can learn pretty quickly to get yourself under 2 minutes. Now, I'm going to be showing the run first, and then I'm going to be explaining everything, okay? And, of course, make sure to change anything that you feel is too hard, or change things to actually be faster, depending on what you feel comfortable with, okay? Make sure of that. This run is easily under 2 minutes, so anything you can't do, just make it slightly worse. Perfectly fine. So while I do this, if you are skilled enough and knowledgeable enough, just obviously pay attention to what I do. But I'll be explaining it afterward. And there we are. Okay, so as you can tell, if you watch any of my other videos, you can see that I did a lot of things very slowly and kind of sloppily even. And that's on purpose, just to make sure that you guys know, like, kind of what your boundaries are. So that was well within 2 minutes, by the way, guys. That was a 1:53, I believe it said. There. So obviously you guys can optimize it however you want. Like that wall run part, you can actually just do a quick tap and then turn around like instantaneously up on top, but a lot of people have trouble with that depending on their sensitivity, and just people have trouble going back and forth on walls and such like that. But yeah, I'm going to be explaining that exact route in depth now. So first, easy stuff, slide into a wall run, jump, slide, thrust up, shoot the targets, and get over here with a slide. Okay, now this is the hard part. Now, if you don't have enough boost, because like if you don't land right on here with a slide, you definitely want to make sure that you wait for your boost to get ready here before you jump. Okay, so get on the first panel, this one, use a little bit of thrust, get on the last, and shortcut your way over here. Okay, I'll do that one more time for you guys. Okay, so use pretty much all your thrust, getting as high as you can. A little bit of thrust. And then shortcut through that exact path. Remember, do exactly what I do and exactly what I tell you. Now here, we're going to do a small little strafe jump, okay? And we're going to be doing a left, right, left. Okay? I'll actually go back before I do anything else. So again, want to do a left, right, left strafe jump. Okay? Left, right, left. And then wait till the boost and slide. Okay, that's not too hard to get used to, don't be worried. These are just normal jumps, do it however you want, doesn't really matter. And once you get over here, we're gonna do an edge slide, okay? So we're gonna slide off and then thrust back up. And as you saw in my demonstration, you can be pretty low and still recover, okay? So don't worry about that. You can land right here if you want. I'm trying to exaggerate it. But yeah, you can land pretty much anywhere and save yourself. Just take that path. Try to be on the left side basically as much as possible. Just try your best at getting the path there. And then here, we're going to be doing another edge slide, okay? So, edge slide with a quick thrust, okay? That's important. Okay, we got to thrust as quickly as possible here. We want to get as high as possible on this wall, okay? And then thrust over here, jump off the wall, and get back on. I'm going to fault just to explain it again. Okay, so edge slide, get high. Use your boost to get over here, off the wall, and take a curvy path there. That's important, because then you do kind of a strafe jump, as well as jumping off the wall gives you more speed than jumping forward like that. That's bad. You don't want to jump forward. You want to jump off the wall, out from it, like that. And out from it, and then curve back. Okay? And then you want to land and slide. Okay, and then just get over to here. Just simple stuff. Don't think I need to explain that. Just take that path. And then here, we're going to be jumping up to the panels. Be very graceful, okay? Be very graceful with it. Yeah, I did land on it. Okay, so anyways, just barely graze it and graze it. Okay. And then here, we're going to be doing a high jump, okay? We want as much height as possible. And you don't have to do it perfectly. You can go like this and wait for your boost if you don't get high enough. That's perfectly fine. You'll waste like a second doing that at most. It's not really that necessary, but it is very easy to do a 4 burst and mantle up, okay? Now, make sure that when you do that, you land on the wall run before you try mantling, because it is a wall run. Oops, I failed that time. But yeah, it is a wall run and then a jump. If I could just mantle up all the way, I would be doing it here. But you can't. So it is, in fact, a mantle, or a wall run. Oops. Make sure you give yourself a little bit of distance here. Wall run and then a mantle. Now here, I don't know, if you have trouble with this, just try to get a wide path with it, okay? Wide. It's perfectly fine to... And you can see I attached the wall run, I didn't just, like, fall. That was on purpose. But, yeah, you want to take a wide path. Now, what I find is easiest is to kind of aim at where we're going to be, like, where the edge is here. Aim at it, and then go right, left, left. Or, like, more like right, straight, left. And if that's a hard left at the very end of it, if you saw. Right, left, left. Okay. And if you have trouble with that still, you can wall run this. And like, I've actually never done it, but I've seen people do it, so this is unpracticed. But yeah, if you have an easier time doing that, go for it. Doesn't save much time to do it my way, like, really. And to be safe with it, you want to... I'll actually go back just to make sure. You can go on the outside of this going back, right? Yep. Okay, so when getting over to that platform, you want to do kind of a strafe jump again. You can land it without strafing, but it's just a lot easier to curve, like that. Okay, now, if you've seen my runs, I get all the way over here and can even slide with a bit of thrust. That just takes a bit of practice to get that, but for the most part, just jump off the wall, remember, off the wall, and then try to get around here, this area, which is easiest. Okay, now this part, if you can do the dragon skip perfectly fine, then do it, but then you probably wouldn't need this tutorial anyway, so just get some height here, get 2 of the targets down, the other one, something like that, doesn't really matter. And then this part, you can pretty much just do normally, but if you were wondering what the skip is for this, how to do it really fast, it's just a tap, and then like that. Okay, I'll do it one more time. Okay, so you just tap thrust, and then use all your thrust going around, and then mantle. One more time. So you tap, use all your thrust, mantle. And then here, go for height, use a few taps, and then use a few more taps. And then you're up. I'll do that one more time. Okay, so do a few taps, wall run, wait for it to recharge, a few more taps. Okay. And in case you were struggling with anything else in terms of timing, just one last little tip. It is very important to always be looking at your boost meter, right? Like how full it is. Because you can only really do stuff in the air while you have a full boost meter, right? So in any situation, like I'll just describe it here first. Like if you're trying to jump too early and you go like that, your boost meter wasn't full yet. You gotta wait until it's full, or at least close. Or, yeah, that was bad. And time your jumps properly. So if you struggled in any other part, just rewind and go back to that and look at when I jump, at when I thrust and use thrust, at when I time these things, because boost management is a very important skill to learn. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, hopefully you guys got something out of it, and good luck with your sub 2-minute times. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.